It is usually said that the only things which are certain in this world are death and taxes. Well, when it comes to the CAT QA section, the only thing which is certain is a question from geometry. In fact, not just one question, roughly about 20 to 25% of CAT questions are from geometry, and this has remained practically constant starting from early 2000s till even 2019, 2020. Right? You can take all CAT papers, you will see roughly one fifth will be geometry based questions. A lot of engineers love geometry, but they overcomplicate geometry in their haste to maximize their problems or maximize their score in this particular area. A lot of non-engineers hate this topic because they think that it is too difficult and only engineers can actually score in this section. At the end, both engineers as well as non-engineers are at fault for either over-analyzing or over fearing this particular area. In this session, we would look at a practical approach to geometry. What are the things which you need to learn? What are the things which you can avoid safely given the trends in the past CAT examination? And how to overcome the fear of geometry and the fear of not knowing n number of formulas in this particular area. I would suggest please do subscribe to our channel, share this with your friends, comment on this video, how do you like it. You can also send us your questions on email, WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTube comments, Facebook, Instagram, all these areas. The links to all these are available in the description of this video. Let's get started with this. As we discussed earlier, geometry consists of roughly about 20 to 25% of what comes up in the CAT paper, and this has stayed constant throughout. If you were to drill a little deeper into what comes in the geometry area, you would see that circle is a certainty, right? Usually, if there are 4 questions on geometry, you can guarantee that at least 1 or 2 will be on circles. But circles alone will not be asked. You will have a combination question, like a rectangle inside a circle, or a polygon inside a circle, or a triangle inside a circle. So we'll also have to understand the properties of polygons and triangles, right? Coordinate geometry, usually you have equations of a line, right? And when the other part is usually either a modulus or a graph which is given to you, right? In mensuration, you have usually 3D geometry, circle, sphere, or a hemisphere, or a cone, or a cylinder, or a frustum, as it was asked in CAT 2019. Now, most of the time, the questions are roughly evenly distributed throughout the area, right? And as you can see, in triangles, you don't need to learn a lot of stuff as well. I mean, equilateral triangles, right angle triangles, major lines inside a triangle, those are the most common areas over there. Trigonometry has made an appearance only once, and if you actually look at the CAT 2019 slot 1 paper, that question on trigonometry can also be classified as a question on algebra as well. It uses maxima minima, but it does use the cosine function over there. So trigonometry is something which you can look at a little later when it comes to learning for geometry. Let us look at in depth what you should study for geometry and how much time realistically it will take. Like, I think the first 1.5 2 weeks for you should be concentrating only on triangles, polygons, and circles. Learn the basic relations, get comfortable with the usage of all 3 of them as much as possible. When I mean geometry here, I also include the area part of it. I mean, a lot of people read the triangle part separately, the circumference and the property separately, and the area separately. I would suggest don't do that. Also look at the area formulas for these figures pretty easily. The thing about geometry, and the good part about geometry, is that it is a little bit of a knowledge based sort of a thing. If you are comfortable with those formulas, comfortable with those relations, etc., your marks will automatically improve. It is one area where you can be 100% sure that some amount of practice of reasonable questions are going to improve your marks pretty dramatically when it comes to the CAT paper. One thing which I would like to caution you is basically don't refer to the SSC CGL books. Those questions are completely different level when it comes to the CAT geometry. In fact, SSC CGL questions are way more difficult than what is actually asked in the CAT paper, right? Most of the time you can get away with just understanding the basic properties and your job will be done. So in triangles, know the basic properties, look at the relation between the three sides of the triangle, look at the types of triangles: equilateral, isosceles, scalene, or right angle, acute angle, obtuse angle triangle, Pythagoras theorem, Hero's formula. All these things are a bare minimum when it comes to the basic properties of a triangle. Then look at the lines which come up inside the triangle: median, or altitude, your perpendicular bisectors, angle bisector, the various relations which are associated with this. Try to apply them to similar and congruent triangles and to special triangles. When I mean special triangles, look at 60 60 60, which is an equilateral triangle, a 30 60 90 right angle triangle, a 45 45 90 right angle triangle, a 30 30 120 part of a equilateral triangle. Identify these parts. In fact, a lot of your basic trigonometric relations can also be solved using just these parts itself. This is something which you can master in roughly about 1 week's time. One week, 10 days is what you will actually going to take to master triangles. Once you do that, polygons and circles become pretty easy. Another 1.5 weeks to master that. Go to the mocks. Try solving the questions, try to find these questions on triangles, polygons, circles, and try to solve them. If you don't want to go jump directly into mocks, take some sectional tests, etc. But please do practice it. As I said earlier, with geometry, the more you practice, the more the chances that you are going to improve your skills over there. Once you're reasonably comfortable with this, about 2.5, 3 weeks time, move on to slightly trickier area. This will take you another 1 week's time. Not very difficult. 3D figures. When I mean 3D figures, look at cone, cylinder, spheres, cubes, cuboids, maybe frustums and prisms as well. Those are the things which you need to work with. Coordinate geometry. Learn to draw a graph. Learn to visualize a graph of various simple relations, like for example a to the power x, log of x, modulus of x. If you can visualize those values, those graphs, you can solve these questions pretty easily. Most of the questions are pretty straightforward, not very complicated. Just basic knowledge will be good enough for you to solve this. When it comes to line and a point, again, the standard relation: distance from a particular line which is there, find an equation of a line which is perpendicular to another line, parallel to another line, distance between two lines. Basic stuff in coordinate geometry, level 1, level 2 sort of questions. Don't overthink your preparation over here. Things which you should avoid till you score 99 or higher percentile in the math section continuously are basically mass point geometry, ladder theorem, British flag theorem. In fact, anything which you have not heard of in the or cannot find it in a standard 9th or a standard 10th maths textbook. All those textbooks are available online on the NCERT website, free of course. You can download that. Basically check if those things are not there in those textbooks. Basically avoid it. Right. Now, geometry has a lot of application with numbers and arithmetic. Right. With arithmetic, the most common application is the concept of variation. So, for example, your radius of a sphere increases by X%. What will be the increase or change in the surface area? You melt cubes together. What will be the percentage change in the surface area of the new cube? All those type of things. Variation comes up very frequently in features very frequently in the geometry part of CAT. Right. Another popular question, at least in the mid 2000s, used to be the time, speed, distance questions, which were on circular tracks, all those things. Even in the last couple of CAT, you did not have that complicated, but it did involve some sort of time, speed, and distance. It did involve some geometry. We had a question where two cars are moving perpendicular to each other. You have to find the distance between them after a point of time. So a combination of arithmetic as well as geometry. Similarly, with numbers, you will have to use numbers to find square root, hypotenuse of a right angle triangle, etc. You have to find squares, Pythagorean triplets, factors, multiples. All those simple application of numbers will be there. So make sure that's why we said you need to constantly practice arithmetic and numbers. You need to be in touch with these areas throughout your CAT preparation. Strategy for mocks. Again, anything which you cannot solve during the paper, leave it. right? Make a note of it, figure out whether it has been asked in the recent CATs. If it is not, just chuck it over there. No need to learn anything new. Another thing which is good about geometry is you know straight away looking at it whether you are going to get the question or not. Right? Geometry is not something where you're going to overwork yourself. And usually the questions are 1 line, 2 line, unless you're looking at some old ZAT papers where the questions will be like 5 lines or 6 lines. Usually geometry questions, you straight away get to the point what is being asked. You visualize the figure, everything will be done in roughly between 1.5 to 2.5 minutes time. Right? If there is a figure given in the geometry question, the difficulty level or at least the judgment time drops automatically. You can straight away make a judgment whether to attempt that question or not. So within 1.5 minutes, you will either be done with that question or you know that you cannot do it, move on to the next question. One good thing about geometry, which you should always keep in mind, is the quick decision making time which is there. Again, I'll repeat the process. Whether you're an engineer or a non-engineer, don't overcomplicate your geometry preparation. It's an extremely scoring area. It is almost a constant when it comes to the CAT examination. Don't miss out on this. At the same time, just because you know certain things, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Even the best of candidates, sometimes they get stuck on a geometry problem. 1 minute to decide, 1.5 minutes to decide, max another 1.5 minutes to solve. Move on to the next question if it does not come to you. That completes this particular session on what to learn for geometry when it comes to the CAT examination, the quant section. Please do let us know in the comments below how did you like it. You can ask more such queries on our email ID, leave more comments on our YouTube channel. You can leave comments on our Facebook page, Instagram profile. We also have WhatsApp and Telegram links available in the description of this video, or you can contact us on Quora. I'll request you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook and Instagram to get the latest updates. Till we meet again the next time, goodbye, stay safe, and all the best.